So it's 2024, all right? And we got 50-year-olds fighting in MMA. All right, that's nonsense. Come on. So there is a new fighting organization called Global Fighting League. All right, it's kind of like the PFL. There's a point system. It's like 4 points for a finish win, 3 points for a decision win, 2 points for a draw, 1 point for a decision loss, and 0 points for a finish loss. All right. And they do something like 50% revenue share for retirement and insurance fund, which is good, but all of the fighters that they have in their organization should already be retired because they're so old. Okay, they have something called the Road to the Championship where there's a regular season and they have teams that they call cities, all right, where they group up a bunch of fighters, and I'm pretty sure they send out a fighter from each city and they fight each other, all right? And then there's seeds. They seed 1, seed 2, seed 3, seed 4. And it's kind of like a tournament where seed 1 fights seed 4, seed 2 fights seed 3, and then finalist 1 versus finalist 2. And then, of course, the winner's a champion. All right, so let's just talk about some of the old fighters that they've signed. So they signed Jeremy Stevens, Charles Rosa, Frank Mir, Alexander Gustafsson, Hector Lombard, who is actually in his 50s, Luke Rockhold, Benson Henderson, Andrei Arlovsky, Alexei Oleinik, who is really old. I think he might actually be in his 50s. And then Junior Dos Santos, Gegard Mousasi, who isn't that old, but he fought in the UFC for a while, Kevin Lee, Anthony Pettis, Fabricio Werdum, who, by the way, is actually really old, and Tyrone Woodley. So they basically got an UNC fighting league in 2024, which debuts in 2025. Okay, but they also have a draft where they draft fighters from each city. Obviously, I already talked about cities, but they draft fighters from each city. The best fighter in the city is gonna fight for their league, all right? But actually, at the end of the day, this is kind of cool. Like, the organization itself, obviously, their drafting style is a little iffy, but the organization is actually kind of cool. The way they set it up is cool. If they can actually build themselves some fighter, get some UFC talent, maybe it could end up actually being a competitor for the UFC. Thanks for watching.